Only 2 hours late.
2 hours late, Sargon, come on!
It's nice to be able to be. It's nice being taller than everyone else for a few minutes. I might say for this if that's all
Keep
right.
climbing, mate.
No, I'm just kidding. Right, so I haven't really got a speech, but I do have a bunch of things that happened this week that I'd like to talk about. If that's okay with you guys?
Yes!
Absolutely. Right.
Now, before you start, tell us, are you gay or straight?
Do I get oppression points if I'm gay?
Yeah.
Right.
Pansexual.
I'm going to get away with a lot of stuff there. Right. So the first one is from the Sunday Times. Parsons Green tube bomber told to study Quran during life sentence.
Allahu Akbar!
It gets better, right? So he's got 34 years in prison, and the judge told him to learn the true meaning of the Quran as a book of peace. Mr. Justice Haddon Cave said that Hassan, who was born in Iraq, claimed asylum in Britain, cynically exploited the full generosity and naivety of the system after harbouring dark thoughts, right? So I just can't go with this, right?
Racist.
He literally said, "You will have plenty of time to study the Quran in prison for years to come. You should understand that the Quran is a book of peace. Islam is a religion of peace."
Did the judge know that he probably couldn't read?
The judge is the ultimate
No, he's an intelligent guy. But the thing is, when did our judges become Islamic scholars? How does he know? Has he read the Quran? What does he know about
Around
Islam?
2005, apparently.
Is his name Muhammad?
But the reason is, it gets better. The Quran and Islam forbid anything extreme, including extremism in religion. Which maybe he wants to go and tell ISIS this. Maybe, just maybe, he doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Strap a rifle to him and make him charge.
Did the judge commit a hate crime by telling a Muslim how to interpret the Quran?
Well,
Was he a white man?
larger point,
It's a
though,
judge
doesn't it? I mean, how is it in any way his business? But you've got Lord Pearson in Parliament saying, look, we're going to start encouraging Muslim groups to issue fatwas against grooming gangs. It's like, okay, so we're going to have to actually start implementing Sharia for Muslim communities. So it's going to have to be a double-speed legal system.
Of course.
Because otherwise, what choice do we have?
It's true. Using a bulldozer to open a fucking door.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
It's unbelievable that this is something that we have to do, but
Exactly.
this is where we find ourselves. You know, personally, I would like to see the outlawing of Sharia courts entirely. I think English common law is a universal system that should apply to everyone in the country without prejudice, without discrimination, without choice.
Yes. Secularism.
Absolutely.
MGTOW.
Nice to see you again, Rocker.
The one about trolls, heroes and trolls song.
And just to really nail home the judge's thoughts on Sharia law, which are obviously extensive, The Independent reported this week that Saudi women should be able to choose whether to cover their head in a black abaya or just a regular head covering.
Much progressive, much progressive.
So forward thinking that. It's like, how would you like to be covered up, ladies? You know, would you like an entire body cover or just something that covers everything but a little bit of your face?
They get really weird tan lines.
But the thing is, this isn't even something that's happened. This is something that should happen. This is just, I mean, at least it's the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia saying, you know, I might want something a little more progressive, but don't go too far. One
step at a time.
Yeah.